What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius back at it again with some One Piece. Today we're doing episodes 545 to 548. Before we get into any reactions, I just want to let you guys know if I sound crazy or if I'm blowing my nose like crazy, it's because I'm either having an allergy attack or I'm starting to get sick or something. But just bear with me. You guys are always cool. I appreciate y'all. If you guys want the full uncut version of these episodes as well as the other shows, we got Bleach, we got One Piece, movies, all that, check out the Patreon. Links are down below. Come on over to the Twitch if you guys want to watch this early and live with us. I'm not gonna waste any more time. One Piece episode 545. Let's do it. All right, here we go. This is episode 545. So I was gonna say certain Sun pirates who were on the run forever can now come back home because of Jinbei being a warlord now. I like how obviously both Fisher Tiger and Jinbei were so so useful and necessary for these people. Yeah, and it's a great reason to join the warlords for your people, you know. Stop gassing me up and go talk to your fams you haven't seen in 20 years. Oh. Even his subtle actions he does makes me like Jinbei even more, you know. Very true. Can't be just washed away with the flip of a switch, you know. I agree with that very much so. I like the nuances of the show. Arlong was just the extreme version of how a lot of people feel, you know, a lot of fishermen. I don't like the people thinking of this. I wish I can understand why people think like that, but oh, that sucks, you know. It is a very big burden and responsibility for his people. That's why I don't like people feeling like he sold his soul, you know? Mm-hmm. Not the hangover. Don't tell me it's a celestial dragon. If they come here and see slaves, who cares about what sort of treaties, governmental relations they have with them? Celestial dragon is above all that. Especially with their despise of like they can have bubbles on so they don't even breathe the same air as normal humans, you know? Saint Miles Guard. He's ugly as the rest of them. They're here, but they don't want to go out. What to do with it is crazy. All right, Hordy, chill out. And we got Vanderdeck in here. I do not like this scenario whatsoever. My daddy.
奴らが今頃のうのうと暮らしていると思うとムカつくえ。そんならわちき取り返しに行くえ、マイダディ。ちくしょう、知らなんだえ。深海があんな恐ろしいものだとは。
Do they really kill a celestial dragon down here, especially ex-son pirates? And these are probably his ex-slaves. He's like, oh, fucking Gary, what's up? How you been, my boy? He's like, Jimmy, is that you? Honestly, if my ex-master, if I was in their situation, I'd say I'd probably kill him too. And of course, Horty Jones is cool with it. But in terms of public relationships with the government, and this is the worst, quite possibly the worst thing you could do. You know what? I'm actually blind in my right eye, and I'm 45% blind in my left eye. So I didn't even see I didn't even know he was here. I didn't even see anything happen. Actually, you know what I'm saying? All that trauma, I get it. Got a crowd of people behind. Did Otohime die protecting a celestial dragon? What? Please tell me we just grazed her. Good. Good. I like that response too. No matter how you feel personally about the situation, you know, let's not instill this hatred, whatever these negative feelings are, onto the next generation. Jinbei knows how serious the situation is. He's obviously rushing over here. I just cannot get over how Shirahoshi is 17 times the size of every other person here. He really has her dad's genes. Like, that's what I'm saying. I get all circumstances in the situation. If I'm in their shoes, I probably would do it too. But if I'm Otohime, I understand why she's doing what she's doing 100%. I agree. That's the one thing I will wholeheartedly agree with, is that we cannot continue this cycle of hatred. They're just gonna imitate and do what you guys feel, you know? Hatred is a passed on trait for sure. And you think about Fisher Tiger and his, you know what I'm saying, Brother Ty. If this guy or even less. Don't tell me this is when he became infatuated with her. I was about to say, Vanderdecken, I'm calling the police on you. Now, I don't know any of the details of the fishman biology or anything like that. I know Jinbei can control currents. Is this like a fishman inherit? Can she Aquaman? Can she talk to creatures and imagine she's like Ezra from Star Wars. Imagine, Gray, you just start crying. You got 4 fucking Sea Kings ready to pull up with the gang. That's very curious. What sort of ancient power? It's not like a hockey thing, is it? See, this seems to be more like a fisherman kind of thing. She didn't eat a devil fruit. Some mysterious fisherman power. Vanderdecken the First. So his obsession with her did start right now. Thank you. Thank you. That's the problem? What? Aladdin is one of the most respectable people for doing this. He is a direct slave of these people, you know? So we healed him, treated him, and sent him on his way. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? I don't want to pause it. It's just so hard to not feel for fishermen and gathering anger and stuff like that, especially after having just watched X-Men 97 myself. You know, one of the biggest social commentaries of the X-Men is dealing with segregation or oppression of a group of people, you know what I'm saying? A marginalized group of people, and where it's like I can't not feel for Magneto, same way I feel for, like, in certain ways, Arlong and Horty Jones, when these humans, when these celestial dragons just keep proving us right over and over and over again. Like in X-Men, these humans are just abhorrently evil. Same, like, it's just like these guys are cartoonishly evil. So how do I not side with these fishermen? It's crazy. That is very dangerous, but if we're gonna actually start building relations, like, that would be one of the best progressive steps we can make, you know? I get it. I get it. Okay. Okay. I mean, I've never distrusted you or didn't have faith in you, Otohime. You're a little naive because of your optimism, but that's a good thing. Like, we need that sort of level of idealism in this world, you know? Otohime is the uh Otohime is the Charles Xavier, whereas Fisher Tiger, Arlong Horty are like the Magnetos, you know. It's not how marriage works, Octo. She has, you know, she has her own choices and discretions. Damn, that was an episode that flew by. All right, this is the next episode. This is 546. Oh, I can only imagine. Shirahoshi or Otohime was one of the glues of that family. All you can do is pray for the queen's safety. Yeah, Vanderdecken needs to not only be knocked out, but arrested. Yeah. I'm calling the Federal Bureau of Fish Investigation. The FBFI. Yeah, his new name is Vander Diddy now. This guy is insane. Right, they were so tired of her speeches, now they miss him. That's how it be. That's the thing. Truly for the later generations. Putting her life on the line. Like, I know I called her Charles Xavier earlier, but I mean that in the best way. That man, Professor X, is the man I would have lead me, you know? Jamon. 1 week. He was gone. And then the only thing I know about Otohime is that she doesn't make it, so I'm and this is the Ryugu ship, right? Like, oh, she's fine. Right? There's just never a flashback that's happy like this. It's always depressed. So I'm like, when's it gonna come in? It should be coming at any moment now. A sheet of paper? What does the sheet of paper say? A treaty? Okay. What did they say? So now we officially need signatures. They needed it before to show intent of positive relations, but now that we have their intent, we just have to relocate. Yeah. Oh, I would also feel very untrustworthy of that decision. Just because that, you know... This is very awkward because I fully believe in her intentions and wanting a better life for her people, and I love that for her and potentially them. But I also 100% get their suspicion, distrust, and everything like that, especially after what we just saw quite literally a week ago. It was a week ago that happened, so. Come on. Oh, the kids? Come on, kids. Okay. Okay. We got people lining up. Hey, that's the girl. See, that's what I'm saying. I love happiness like this, but I never believe it in flashbacks because it's always fake. Flashbacks in One Piece are always depression. She's like, girl, you know the population of this country? We're gonna need a much bigger box. Especially how much personal frustration it's brought her over the, I think it's what, years, right? Trying to work at this. I get that. Oh, let it out. Very cathartic. Let it out, girly. Jamon. Jamon. I 100% agree with you. I wish Fisher Tiger were here to see this. I'm enjoying Fishman Island so far. I'm just waiting for a really good fight to solidify it as a good arc, but I'm really enjoying the lore and the story so far. So she also knows about the ancient mythical mermaids. Oh, I mean, I guess just not, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Naturally, they can. Cammy was over here telling schools of fish to help us move. I forgot about that. So it's the special power that can allow you to talk to sea kings. And Neptune, who can go one step further, can talk to whales, can't talk to them. That's cool.
巨大な海洋類と。それが白星なの？
ええ。いつかその力を正しく導く者が現れ、そしてその時、世界には大き
Just
な
based off the cloak that looks like Shanks, but I'm not gonna, you know.
言い伝えを持てば、世界を海に沈めてしまえるほどのこの世で指折りの怖い力。
I mean, when you think about it, Sea Kings are insane, so yeah.
気づいていないし、コントロールもできない。前以上にショックな
Like that? Like seeing you held hostage? I wonder if that's why they keep her isolated.
そしたら魚人島なんかべちゃんこだ。
あなたたちはいつの日か
Strong warriors.
兄として、戦士として
That's their new motivations.
命をかけて守ってください。
I don't know. I forget the other two brothers' name, but I fuck with Renji Fukaboshi. Who's lighting all the papers on fire? Is she gonna put water on herself and what the hell? Damn, girly. I love that, but theoretically we could just write. It would take a couple extra days. We could just write them all again. I know it's a fuck ton of people, but who is this? Through the fire? I thought it was gonna be like an open assassination where we'd easily be able to say, oh, you know, but this is insane. During the collection of signatures, just light them on fire and then snipe the queen. This is like some real. Oh, and Shirahoshi seeing this girl. Like, this is not the time, Vanderdecken. Read the room. Man's over here trying to game on a child while her mom is getting murdered. What the? Oh, I didn't even realize that. I forgot about marking. Yeah, that mark, that's why he hasn't washed that hand in 27 years. God damn it. And obviously, in her final moments, Otohime is going to say, don't continue this hate, this anger. She quells their anger. She knows that person doesn't reflect the entirety ideals of the above population. She's still very idealistic and optimistic at the end, but I don't know, man. In your final moments, you still don't harbor anger or resentment. Very rare people are like that. Very, very rare. Yeah, do not call the Sea Kings, please. In their worst moment of their life, they're putting on a brave face to try to calm her down. Do what they can. Console her, you know. You know, this is damn hard on them. When Otohime was saying you have to be a strong warrior for your sister, you know, this isn't the way they were thinking. But the amount of strength it requires to act like this on your mother's deathbed is kind of crazy. Shout out them, you know. It is very, very sad. I wonder when we'll figure it out who it is. The only person that's prevalent in this arc that isn't here to do this is Horty Jones. And if Horty Jones did that, he needs his ass whooped. Shout out the brothers, Fukaboshi. Shout out Otohime. This is very rough situation all around.
もう一息よ。本物の太陽のもとまで。
The final pinky promise. I take pinky promises pretty seriously in real life, only because of anime, you know. I always think of Hunter x Hunter. As a mother trying to somehow make your children happy in this. I don't know how she did it, but you get 75 mother points for that one. That was crazy. That was crazy. All right, here we go with the next episode. This is 547, right where we left off. I cannot wait to find out who killed Otohime, purely for the fact so we can beat some ass. I'm praying somehow it was Spandam, just so we can go beat his ass some more. Only reason I wouldn't walk away if I'm Jinbei right now is because the shooter still could be in the area. He could still shoot the rest of the family, you know? Obviously, he's going through a lot emotionally right now. I get it. Do what you can to save that signature. He has unrelenting anger, but the people who he has this anger for tell him not to have anger. So I feel him. What do you do with it? This is Horty talking, so he's not the shooter. Jinbei, we just killed him. A human? I believe this was set up by Horty. The odds that Horty Jones finds him, I don't know. Was it really a human who did it? That'd be insane. She won't be able to rest in peace. The people will never be able to quell their, like... Horty just exposes everything? Especially now, Sanji not even being able to get blood for a blood transfer present day. I can see it, you know. He wanted nothing but peaceful coexistence. Like I said, I don't want to keep relating it to the X-Men, but I understand their anger. I fully get it. I also feel Otohime, and I wouldn't want them to be angry, but you cannot be angry. It really does feel like there's no justice in this world, you know? Is that Neptune? As a king, I get that, you know. Gotta vent unfathomable levels of anger. Yeah, I always think of House of the Dragon. I always love the line, I forget his name, but sin begets sin begets sin, you know? Eventually it goes to a point where no one remembers how it started. Your same way as Jinbei. Why can't you be angry at things naturally you should be angry at, you know? It's just a rough situation, man. You know what I'm saying? He was in there for a few days. They have to be strong and resolute. Same with their father, you know? Right? That's a constant in a lot of movies I've seen where a wife or a mother dies. Father needs like a lone grieving time. Marriage proposal. Nah. Get this man arrested. So we need... that's crazy. Is this funeral taking place in the sea forest too? Even they wear black on Fishman Island, man. Even the soldiers are crying, man.
皆さん、今日は皆さんにお伝えしたいことがあります。
Wonder if he's gonna speak in honor of his mother.
お時間をください。大会議には皆さんの心が間に合わないかもしれないけど、6年後もあります。10年後にもあります。人間という
I respect that. I'm sure you guys are still going through your grieving processes and whatever mental obstacles that may be, you know? But give it some time. We're not gonna let her dreams die, you know? I respect that. Shout out the princes, man. Saying this at the funeral too is huge. It'd be the easiest thing just to, like we've been saying 100 times, live in anger. But that's not what she would want, you know? Continue on what she would want. Shout out. So, that was a very long-winded way of telling our story, but just know it's a systemic problem. Jinbei is such a real one. It's not even funny. I think this is a test. He was serious about that. Nami is a very forgiving person. It might sound horrible, but everything that went on with Arlong matured her like by 30 years, you know? She's a very mature woman sometimes, you know? See, it's a very optimistic way to look at it. Look at the silver linings. She is who she is today. I love that. She's making herself not a victim, you know? I was just about to say, I didn't want to compare her to Otohime, but she does take some very good notes out of Otohime's book, you know? That same level of, I don't even know what word it could be to describe it, that he sees in Otohime and Tiger, you know? There's a lot of nuance in this arc. I really enjoy it. Shout out that boy Jinbei, you know? Very emotional. I'm always like Frankie, I swear, man. Swear that's why me and Frankie are so similar. What's going on? Okay, that just pissed me off. That just pissed me off. It was a long flashback. To be fair, it was a few episodes. You just missed the most emotional part of this arc, Luffy. I like Sandy. He's like, I thought it was uncharacteristic how quiet you were during the flashback. That is hilarious. Shout out the gang, man. Crazy how big this world is and how small this world is, you know? Now that we're back caught up and in present day, we got some shit to deal with.
国王と兵士たちが囚われ、でもホーディは
Yep, he considers them traitors to their kind.
容赦なく手をかける。今年は4年に一度の世界会議が開かれる年だろう。
I didn't even realize that.
今回いよいよ
I wonder if, obviously at the end of this arc, I'm expecting positivity in us to win and beat Hordy Jones. I wonder if we're going to see this summit,
まさか
the World
それ
Summit.
を阻止するのが狙いか。いや、阻止だけじゃ終わらねえ。
What do we have, a giant transponder snail? Den Mushi?
俺は映像電電虫。
He wants to FaceTime us? He wants to snail time us?
これは
Hey, man, snail timing us.
何さん、知り合いか。
That's Hordy.
ホーディ、聞こえるか。俺は魚人街の新魚人海賊団船長ホーディ。
Hordy Jones. Another fast episode, man, I tell you.
よし、
All right, this is the final episode of the session. 548. They're forcing the people to walk on pictures of Otohime, and if you don't, you'll be punished.
に腹は変えられん。申し訳ありません。乙姫
Otohime would be like, absolutely, you can step on my picture if it keeps you alive. It's horrible, but this is just what? Now, obviously, Luffy being our main character, I would love to fight Hordy Jones, but I would not mind a Jinbei Hordy fight as well.
何を言ってやがる。何様のつもりだ。ふざけるな。
Cut the crap.
どこから放送してるんだ。人間との友好を望む者はこの国から
Get packing and dip out of here.
身の程をわきまえぬ人間
What the hell?
強者たる魚人が手を差し伸べる必要などない。響く妄言に過ぎない。
All right, man. You're doing a lot of talking now. Let's get to some ass whooping. You got Mr. Jamon there, Neptune.
国王様。かつての大騎士ネプチューンも年を取った。3時間後、ギョンコルド広場。
What is this, Ace all over again?
この無能な王の首を
This is Ace all over again.
切り落とす。
Marine Ford, it's Concord Ford this time.
時代は海賊王と呼ばれた人間ゴールド・ロジャーの処刑をきっかけに訪れ苦愛を加速させた。ならば俺はネプチューンの処刑をもって魚人が人間を支配する大魚人時代を到来す
The
る。
Great Fishman era, interesting.
ここは竜宮城。いいものが見つかった。王妃が命がけで手に入れた。天竜人の少女。飽きすればもう二度と手に入ることはない。そしてこのでけえ
All the signatures.
つまりこれは裏切り者のリストだ。
He's gonna use that name for the. Yep.
そんなもの嘘をついて乙姫を踏みつけるだけで簡単にクリア。
No more picture stepping. Now I have a list of everyone. That's insane, but okay. He's like, I'm just gonna start naming them out loud. This is legit on some Hunger Games shit where you're just waiting to see if your name is called to see if they'll kill you or not.
まあいい。時間もないことだしな。最後に海賊麦わらの一味。
What about us?
お前たちにいいものを見せてやろう。族の怒り、アーロン一味の野望を砕いた人間たちよ。
そのウサブブラック。
何をやってんだあいつら。
まさか捕まったの？
What are we gonna do? How cartoonishly evil is it gonna be? Put him over a vat of electric eels? What are we thinking? I like the coral levers. So not only will be holding the king as a hostage with his head potentially, but we will be drowning these 3 Straw Hat members. So cool, cool, cool. At least now we have a time limit on our conflict or our climax right now. 3 hours until stuff goes down. Ukuboshi and the princes. Come on, Renji. Come on. Talk your shit. Ooh. I can't wait. See, it sounds weird for me to say, but I hope one day we can prove him wrong, whether we kill him or not. But I hope we can live peacefully with humans, even though I'm not sure I can actually see that happening. Meanwhile, we got this funny ass theme. I don't think it's that easy. Don't wiggle that nose like that. Psychic powers. Oh, that's a flaccid nose. What kind of impression is that? Your eyes look just, that was a little weird, Usopp. See, don't trip. That's what? That's weird. Oh, the ancient poneglyphs. It's been what, 240 episodes since I've seen one of these? No, genuinely, I don't want to pause it, but when was the last poneglyph we saw? We saw one at the end of Skypiea. When was the last? I know we were talking to the Silvers on Sabouti about the Void Century and stuff like that, and he was gonna tell us, but then we said no. But it's like a letter of apology. Great questions, Robin. Joey Boy. Sounds like a video game fucking character. Joey Boy. Anytime I hear a name like that, I always look at chat to see if you guys are like, "Oh, Joy Boy, it's okay, oh, he's free game." But no, so I'm curious. Never heard that name before. Did they raise it? Because last time you were 300 mil. Bro, I'm pretty sure Dofi's previous bounty before he became a warlord was like 360, something like that, which is insane. In fact, we're at 400 now. I wonder if Shirahoshi's king controlling powers are gonna come into play at all. Sha! I agree. I agree. Very smart. So you cannot go Shirahoshi. Yeah, she's just a threat to his existence. If we can kill her, it makes it easier. Take care of coward, Shirahoshi. Because he's a cyborg, he's a reindeer. What? The only 2 non-humans of the group. That's so funny. I said it myself. I would love a Luffy Horde fight, but I would love a Jinbei Horde fight. This ain't gonna be like post Marineford, Jinbei. I'm a different man now. Been a couple of years since then, my boy. That man's brother. Oh. This will be a great power scaling test of our abilities, because Jinbei, I think, outscaled us at Marineford, and I think now we outscale him. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Just no preview for me. These next episodes I am very excited for. So okay, we finished the episodes long flashback. I think it was really well done, especially with how, I know I'm beating a dead horse with how much I compared it to X-Men, but it can be compared to anything where it's like a marginalized group is being oppressed. But I really enjoy the differences in Otohime and Fisher Tiger, but at the end of the day, they still somewhat have the same sentimentality where we know this cycle is perpetuated for almost eternity, but we have to do everything in our power to prevent it from going on to the next generation. And again, I don't like referencing other stuff, but I always think of Andor, and I always think of Luthen, who's one of my favorite characters in fiction, and I have so much respect and appreciation for characters that are willing to fight for a dream they will never be able to live out, you know? You can fight for a world you'll never be able to experience, and that's literally what Otohime was doing. So I have nothing but the utmost respect for characters like that. So shout out. Great episodes. I'm enjoying it. I am a little surprised at how much more fishmen we have. Like theoretically, I would just assume Luffy and Jinbei are gonna go in and now clean house and just end this, but it's gotta be a lot deeper than that. We gotta have some more twists, reveals, moments, this, that, and the third. I'm here for it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. If you are, please leave a like on this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out that Patreon, early access, full length, all that jazz. Check out Twitch if you guys want to watch this live with us. Don't forget to drink some water, tell someone you love them. Have a great day, Dapper Squad. Peace out.